Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've been having a play with the Honeybee Suite and a little trifold card, and I thought, oh, how adorable. You can die cut these from the DSP, which I've done. I've also cut these out and backed everything in gold. I've added a flower there and a flower there. I mean, it could have carried on, but you've got plenty of space on the back to write your message. I just think it's an adorable little card. Absolutely cute. And it folds shut to go in a normal size envelope. It is 4 1/4 by 5 7/8 when folded down. It's just so sweet. You know what, I tried, you know, the bits where you cut those out, and I tried 5 times, and do you think my head would take it? I've got a head cold, and for some reason it's just blighted me out. I don't know how to do it. I've lost the plot. But I've pieced everything instead. So I have added my DSP to my cardstock. Those little bits there, they are so tiny, but they go in there. I know, innit? But you're going to need a piece of cardstock, which I haven't got yet. Oh, let me just grab a piece of cardstock, because I need it to be 8 1/2 by 5 7/8. So let me just grab one. Everything ready for that. So as you know, I work in A3, so I'm going to be cutting this down. So with A3 card, it's literally double the size. So you've got 8 1/4, and I always do it again because sometimes it can be slightly over a fraction. So pop it in at 8 1/4, and it's literally a slither over. Yeah, that's how much bigger an A3 is to double A4. So now we're going to take one of our pieces, cut this down to 8 1/2, and then 5 7/8. You could do it to 6, I suppose, if you wanted, but I'll go in my scraps bin now for later. We're going to be using this trimmer in a minute anyway. So let's just pop the arm away a sec. And while I'm here, if you don't mind, I'm just, oh, there goes my whisper white. I'm going to cut this down to 5 7/8, and that's how I get 2 more card bases for flat cards. Put them in my drawer. Cut my whisper white, and then what we're going to do, we're going to pop this in. Let me just get my instructions out. I'm going to pop this in at 1 inch, and we're going to cut then from 1 1/4. So I like to do this on the side because I can see. 1 1/4, and we're going to cut down to 7 1/4. Take it out, flip it over, put it back in at 1 inch, making sure that's on the 7 1/4, and then cut up to 1 1/4. There we go, perfect. So we're going to lose that now. Take this round, and now we're going to score the long side at 1 1/4 in between the score lines. Then we're going to take it down to 2 1/2 and score in between the score lines. Then we're going to take it down to 6, and to save getting the arm out again, I'll just flick it around and do 1 1/4 again, and in between the score lines. And then we need to pop this in. Well, I'm going to have to pull the arm out anyway. There we go. I'm going to step 4 1/4. We're going to score up to the score line, top and bottom. And then we're going to do that again at 6 3/4. Wait there now, did I turn that round, didn't I? It doesn't really make any odds. 6 3/4. So we're going to have that. I haven't gone quite down there, so let me just pop that back in. 1 1/4. No, 2 1/2. There we go. I've got my score lines now. So 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 6 and 7 1/4, and then in at so that's that way round now. Our card is 4 1/4 and 6 3/4. Doopy-doo. I like to turn it over. You know where you've gone over a little bit too far? Just rub it out. Perfect. So now we're going to, this is mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So up and down. Oops. They're going to come forward. This one wants to come up, and that's going that way. And these are going valley, and this is going mountain and valley. So that's it. That's the shape of your card. Cut it over. Finish your score lines. Push this one over. Burnish those score lines. Whoops. And then this one and this one. Oh, go over now and give them a good burnishing, I would. I've used stiffer card this time. On this sample, I only used really thin, light card weight, just for practicing. But I do like to use a good 300 GSM on cards. So I've got all my score lines in. Just remember, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain, valley. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley, and then mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And there we go. It stands like that. So cute. Excuse me, I've got to get comfy. Oh, I shouldn't cross my legs, but I do. So now for all these little bits. Oh, like I say, I tried to, to do the cutting down, and even though I cut my card the same size, let me trim a little bit off afterwards, I could not do it for the life of me. So open your card back out, and then we can start adding this piece. Oh my goodness, it's tiny. It measures the layering gold card measures 1/2 inch by 1 inch, and the little piece inside is 7/8 of an inch by 3/8 of an inch, and you need 2 of those. But if you've got the knack to do that, oh please do. I've done it on loads of other cards, I just could not for the life of me do it on this one. I ruined so much gold cardstock. In the end I was like, just do little pieces. But I think it looks cute anyway. Then you're going to need 2 pieces. Ooh. I've got the 2 small ones there. That's right. These are for this section. And these measure 1 1/8 by 7/8 of an inch by 2 3/8, and the DSP is 3/4 by 2 1/4, and you'll need 2 of those for this section. And the same for this one. I think it looks quite nice anyway, patched up like that. You know me and small borders. And then for this section, you'll need 2. And these are 7/8 again by 2 3/4. And then the DSP is 3/4 by 2 5/8. And they go all the way to that end there. Perfect. I mean, you didn't want to really sit and watch me add DSP to these. Then in here are these, and these measure 1 1/4 by 3 3/4, and the DSP is 1 by 3 1/2, and you need 2 of those as well. Away goes Mr. Boyce, doesn't realise that I'm recording. He's making me a cup of coffee. So, Mr. Boyce, be quiet, Miss Lovely. Yeah, I'm on camera, like, mind.
Sorry.
You chopsing away, going upstairs.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie.
Love you.
Love you too. Oh, he's a darling. I shouldn't shout at him, but because he's got his headphones on, he can't hear me. So these again, these are, I've got it written down, but I've opened my drawer. He spills coffee in it. 5 5/8 by 1 1/8, and the DSP then is 5 1/2, I think, by 1, and you need 2 of those as well. You got 1 for the front. Whoops. I don't think I've cut that very straight. Is that for that side? It doesn't really make any odds, they're both exactly the same. I've cut that a little bit short, that one. That's strange. Look at that one, fits lovely. Yeah, ooh, let me just check that. 5 5/8 by 1 1/8, and then the DSP is 5 1/2, I think. I just did a small border on that one. Yeah, so I've cut that one short as well. Oh, Gaynor, you've got it all on now, it's stuck on. Right, you'll need another piece then of gold cardstock. This is 3 5/8 by 3 3/8. And that is just the right width for in there. Perfect. So now we've got all our bits on. Oh, why is that not on? I decided not to lie flat. What have I done? It's just bulky now, I think, with all that cardstock, because it's all sitting together. Oh, it goes that way. It just wants to spring back up. So I've got a piece of the Whisper White, and I've forgotten to write the measurements down for this. This is 3 1/2 by 3 1/4. This is where we're going to do some stamping on here. I have got on my stamp apparatus just because I wanted a double double the strength up. So I've got to make sure I've got it the right way. I'm having a disastrous day. That's the right way up. So, oh, why did I put it all the way over there? I just had to get the cover out, that's why. If you've noticed, I haven't cleaned, but it fits up there in that corner. And if you see, I've got the words on there as well at the same time. The rest is die cutting and having a little bit of a fussy cut and not a lot of stamping on this one. But you've got to be really careful when you're inking this up to do it all in one go. So just give that. I'm not pressing too hard because it's cushioned. It's just that I want to make sure that ink soaks into that paper. And perfect. I want to give that another. The wording's just right. See what I mean about this? Just want to give the beehive another coat. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So there's that. Now I can clean those. I just bleach the. They just hate bleaching your cloth just to get them mucky again. So I'm not going to put that away just for a second because I want to stamp a couple of little flowers. Let's pop that away. Let's pop these back in here quickly. Thank you for your patience. I've got a spare piece of the silver, the gold foiling even, ready for my hives to cut out. Where have I put those pieces of paper? Well, there's one. I've got space there for one of my flowers. I'm just using up scraps. And I've got another piece. There we go. I've got one of those now. Perfect. Pop that away now. I love these little fun fold cards. I think they're just so adorable. So I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape. Quite a little bit as well. Just to keep them in place while I cut those out. My little squeaky machine. As long as they stay on there, that's the main thing. Perfect. They can go back away. So we got our little flowers. How cute are they? The only colour on this card is black, white and gold, as is the designer series paper. So that's for that. Oh, right, now these little bees. I personally cut, because I'm doing it on this small machine, cut them out so they fit. And I haven't got quite enough on that one. I mean, you can sit and fussy cut those little tiny ones as well if you want. Those little tiny ones, if you've got patience, but those are, oh, right there. Let me just check. So this cuts the little ones out as well. Oh, it does too. Oh, look at that, it cuts the little ones out as well, but I'm just after those large ones for a minute. So I'll have to do one at a time. Because I can't do two. Oh mind you, I couldn't guess where the other one was underneath to try and cut through two. But they're done quick enough. So there's one. Just so adorable. I was going to have them hanging, but then I thought, oh, I've been messing around with this card now for the past hour and a half. I know, yeah. I decided not to. But you could turn those into a little spinner. Perfect. Such a cute set. And I've seen plenty of cards made with them. You know, flat dimensional ones. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. So, you know, I like my fun fold cards. So, I've got this. Sorry about the glare. I want to try and get 3 out of it, so hence the reason I'm just gluing it down. Excuse me, girls. Oh, sorry. Runny beak again. I'll show you. Oh, I think I've shown you the tip on how to get glue off these before. Pop out so simple and so quick. These be perfect, these little gold ones. If you were doing it in silver as well, keep them and add them in a shaker card. Use them as little decorations. Takes seconds. So let's get another one if we can. Let me try it over there. Let's see, yeah, we should be able to get one more. Let's try a different way round. No, right there. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Yay. Loving it. Perfect. Perfect. So just pop all these out. Might not cut one in half this time. I might just keep it whole and add it behind the, oh I can't, I've stamped it, haven't I? That one doesn't seem to want to, oh there we go. There's another one. Yeah, I think they'd go lovely in a little shaker card. Oh, it's not quite caught through those two. Oh, I think I should get that back on there. Leave it up the top. Let's cut them out now. Yes. But it's destroyed my little piece of washi. Let's just take that off. That was my tummy. Rumbling like crazy. There we go. There's that one. And there's that one. I got washi stuck to me. There we go. Yay, we've done it. I'll put that back now. I think these would go lovely in a little bee shaker card, wouldn't they? The shape of a beehive. Or as little decorations. So let's get some, I'm going to pop these on dimensionals. Perfect. Fetch our card in. Right. Oh, do you know what I might though? I might pop these on dimensionals actually. Oh, sorry about that. Let's pop this on dimensionals as well. And maybe then I can slide one of these behind. Get my little pot out. You are my sunshine. Cute. So I stuck one of the little bees over the top of the hive. What I did is I closed this over first and added it. Then I added these in the top and I just glued all of it except for these back bits. So what I do is the hands coming in. So attach there with your hand and then pinch there, then you know not to add glue where your fingers are. And I'll show you how to get that glue off there. And if it comes to it that you've missed a bit, just pop that out. Put your finger underneath. Perfect. And then another one. Again, do the same. Find out where you want your pattern. Grab and then dab, 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 dab all over. The quicker you get it back on there, the quicker it goes. Perfect. that's stuck. Oh, I got it, that did. Perfect. Just give that a chance to go off a bit and then it'll just peel off. There we go, a little red, but it's worth it. Excuse me, ladies, again. Oh my goodness. Why does it wait for you to get on camera and then... Because I'm busy and rushing, that's what it is. So, with these ones, I just added them as if they were just flying around the nest. The hive even. So cute. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue. I'm going to add one on there now. I think I'll have this one on this side instead of above the top. I added cone on the other side. That looks a little bit lopsided actually. It's got it all lopsided. So excuse me. With this one, you can try your best to cut it up if you can. I think I made a little bit of a pig's ear, but I'm going to try again because I do want some of that on there. So I'm going to follow that in the centre. I think it will make it a little bit thinner. Oh, that's not too bad at all actually. I'm going to add that, or is it that one I'm going to add on there? Is it that one? Yeah, let's add that one. I'm just going to dot these this time because it's all going down. So I keep forgetting to use my double-sided adhesive. So let's pop some of that on there. And maybe we can have that one at the top there. That is so sweet. Put my glue away, my scissors, get my little charms out. And what I did is just added one on the back of each of the bees. There was so much going on I didn't need Wink of Stella apart from cleaning off the glue. Oops. I think that is really sweet and it stands up lovely. What do you reckon? Would you give them a go? My lovely trifold shutter, well, it's just a trifold card, trifold fun fold card, covered in glue again as usual. It's now fresh, but if you do get a little bit of glue on anything like your metallics, literally just go over and rub with your Wink of Stella and it gets it right off. I need to show you that now. Let me just grab a piece out of the bin and I'll put some glue on it and show you. Let's just smear that glue pin on there. I mean, you could get a cloth, a fibre cloth, and rub and rub and rub and rub and rub, but Wink of Stella, can you see that? Oh, mucky. So get your Wink of Stella. Just use your finger. You may have to do it a couple of times. I'll grab a little bit of tissue if you want. gets it off. Or just use a spritzer with rubbing alcohol in there. That would get it off as well. There we go. Little bits. Whoops. Still a little bit there. Nothing to what it was. There we go. Looks clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle. There we go. Gone. Perfect. So, I hope you enjoyed my card. I hope you give it a go. I hope you give me a thumbs up and a share. That would be awesome. They stand up beautifully and they lay nice and flat to go in your card. So there we go. There's our beautiful trifold honeybee card using that. And the designer series paper is free if you buy the stamp set and dies in a bundle, or maybe you bought some embellishments, you get the DSP free of charge. So yeah, I'd love a thumbs up and a share. Take care everybody. Love you all. Thanks for staying. Bye.